Hello, and today we'll be playing Soulcreek. And this video will continue with the latest update in the game, which came out last week. I chill blankets my arms when they're exposed to the cold. I scrub against Loken, tucking myself under his shoulder. My eyes flicker open, met by the tingling light of the morning. The forest branches wave in greeting above, swayed by the soft breeze. Laying on the forest floor isn't nearly as comfortable as Logan's bed, though he himself makes an excellent mattress. Hey, Logan? He's silent. I gently shake his shoulder. Hey, it's morning. With a rather petulant growl, Logan's huge maw stretches wide and his tongue curls with endearing canine fashion. I snicker. Hey, come on, big guy. Time to get up. He just carries on, breathing steadily. I roll my eyes. Looks like he isn't ready to get moving yet. Taking extra care not to disturb the seducing hound, I just take myself from his arms and get to my feet. It's pretty liberating being totally butt-ass nude in the wilderness like this. Regardless, I get changed quickly and quietly, giving Logan one more final check. I move from our resting spot into the next forest clearing to avoid waking him. Before leaving, I grab my bow and quiver. A distant tree catches my eye. A trio of fat mushrooms has sprouted midway up its trunk and cling arrogantly to the bark. As a practice target they'll do. I snatched an arrow from my quiver. The last time I tried to do this, I could barely pull the bowstring taut. The mushrooms are a distant target, quite a distant target, but I'm feeling confident, or at least I'm trying to. And not the arrow. Bring the bow up to shoulder height and try to pull it back. Fuck. It doesn't go well. I grimace, relaxing for a moment, then try again. Come on, you fucker. Need some help with that? Why? I release the arrow in the sock. It flies wildly off to the right, way off target. Oh, you distracted me. From what? A hernia? Don't worry, I'll tap into your hypothalamus and light up your auditory, vestibular, and optic nerves. I'll even calculate for wind speed and arrow velocity. We'll be able to hit anything, no problem. I knock a second arrow. Thanks, but not this time. I can do it. But we're a team. I need to learn by myself. Humans aren't supposed to have brain butlers. Still not a butler, dickhead. I release the second arrow. It plucks off the bottom of the tree uselessly. That was closer. What are you trying to prove? Give me a break. I can't master this in one day. You literally can. Let me help. I grimace, shaking my head. I need to be better. Better than what? What are you afraid of? Nothing. Scanners are detecting prevalent levels of bullshit. I roll my eyes and take a step closer to the tree, knocking another arrow with increased resolve. We're going after the algorithm today. We're going to see the hibernation pod. And the Blackstones think they can scare me into silence. They got another thing coming. I like confidence, but you can't beat them. You got limitations. That's why I need to be better. I'll be ready either way. Ready for what? What's really bothering you? I don't answer. I just focus on Amy. Come on, Alex. Talk to your AI. I know you're angry. I know you're afraid. I want to help you get on top of it. My next arrow goes even more wildly off course than the first. I grit my teeth in ground frustration. Someone's gonna pay. Pay for what? Your people? Alex, we have no idea what happened to them. I don't know. I'm just nervous. I'm more scared than this could all be for nothing. I refuse to believe I'm really the last living human. It would make me the end of the line. A waste of items. What would be the point of me? What would be the point? Anything. I can't imagine anything worse. There's no way of knowing what we'll discover. It might give you all the truth and justice you could want, or it might not. But I got your back, okay? Whatever happens, we'll do it together. We'll find our purpose in this place, I promise. Yeah, sure. Thanks, Mike. I glanced around looking for the other arrows and see one poking out of a bush some distance away. Damn, my aim really is atrocious. As I marched over, I sever. It's cold. Before I pick the arrow up, I sever again. It's really cold. Unnaturally cold. I squint, eyes flicking from side to side, and then not move. A horrible, consuming feeling is creeping over me. I'm being watched. I stand bolt upright, eyes wide, heart pounding. Like I said, this spot was close to the black zone. I couldn't have stepped into the border, could I? No, this is something else. Something's here. Mike, can you sense that? No, there's nothing on skins. What's wrong? Claws all around me. A pair of eyes watching. The wind hisses disturbed. It's close. I slowly, steadily knock out another arrow. Where are you? Slowly I walk backwards as though stepping on thin ice. The ground crunches beneath my feet. My skin prickles. Now I smell it. I feel myself wet. It's like burning rocks. It chokes me. Then I hear it. Flies buzzing, feasting. It's so close I draw the arrow as far as I can, ready to fire. There's something close, bright. Do you know where the border is? I think we're standing on it. Left, look left. I do so, and gaze into the clearing, into the black zone. My jaw goes slack in horror. My chest tightens and my mind seizes in shock, unable to process what I'm seeing. A mangled, mutilated corpse has been pinned to a high branch. The dead biped is vandalized beyond sense. Its twisted limbs jut menacingly out in a distorted cross. Its insides are pulled out. The face has been peeled of flesh, paralyzed in a mocking skeletal smile. Black hollow sockets sit above the Nang grin. The rest is a cluttered mess of tangled, lacerated flesh, where bloody bones simmer. In the sunlight, its flies gather hungrily to feast. It's been massively flayed by some crude butcher into some patchwork abomination. Only small clumps of matted, bloody fur remain. My stomach twists, my skin bleeds in disgust. I can smell it. God's the smell, and the flies, a grotesque choir of revulsion. I dare not take my eyes off it. I dare not move. Whatever did this was no mindless beast. This was sadistic, intimate. Its art, a display, its own baiting pose. Something put us here. In the night, while we slept, barely 20 paces away from where we rested, comforted and oblivious. It knew we were here. Alex. Yeah, fuck, Logan, get back. I scrambled away from the corpse, losing my footing. Logan catches my balance. Logan, check out the door. What? I'm stunned. I can't think. I yearn for this to be a crazy fever dream, but the waking nightmare doesn't end. It's real. I look away, gagging. Alex, pull. What? Oh, Saigana, Dora Demon Osa. Bye. Shit, I forgot. Turn the translation back on. And scan the thing. I will, but you need to look at it. Shit, yeah, okay, just fuck. Give me a second. I rest my eyes fixed on the ground as my body buzzes and shock. I've never seen anything like that before. Alice, you are hearing me? Yeah, I'm, God's the smell. As I'm composing myself, Logan turns my face to his. I flinch. "You okay?" "Yeah, never better." "What the fuck?" "Logan, I was just practicing and..." Hal looks past me, glaring at the hanging corpse. I hear his chest rumble. "Alex, this is the work of demons." I follow his eyeline, turning back. It's no less horrible to behold the second time. The victim's posture is too precise to be natural. What the hell does it mean? I do not know. But it's not stay here. The demons may still be close. "Alex, I can't tell you much. Likely because our death was blood loss from multiple penetrating lacerations. They were ripped to pieces. There's something else. It's odd. Their fur, it's been sealed off post-mortem. It killed them, then saved them. Why?" I sailed past the corpse into the woods, but there's no sign of artists who might have done this. "Alex, come." He touched me by the shoulder, pulling me away from the stomach, turning sting. I walked backward slowly, keeping my eyes on the thing. Something left us a message. It knew we were here. How? Logan grabs everything we set out to camp with and begins stuffing it back into his pack. We are leaving now. I stand motionless. I realize something that's left me paralyzed in dread and confusion. They saved it. "Alex, this message was left for us. We must not stay. No, I think it was for me." He pauses, his ears of panic against the skull. "Tell Steph." Explain. "They saved the body. I don't have fur. It was for me." For a while, Logan is silent. This has even him stumped. "You believe they are knowing of our task? That we're looking for the algorithm? Fuck, maybe." "Alex, this algorithm has the nature of demons. You are holding this algorithm so they are also knowing of you. You think they can sense it? We should reconsider this path." "Wait, no, I don't know if this thing is following us. We can't turn back yet." Logan rounds on me angrily. "When you pull the first half of this algorithm from the ground, the demons came for us. They follow us home. It's happened again. This means they are knowing where this algorithm is. They are following you." Hold up. I put this algorithm behind a firewall. There's no way it can broadcast our position." I shake my hand. Bite says he's locked the algorithm away inside my mind. They couldn't have known it was here. But this is not what has happened. Bite, am I speaking to you? Tell me if you are certain this algorithm cannot be found by demons. I swear it's impossible. Nothing should be getting out or going in. He says it's impossible. Nothing goes out and nothing goes in. Oh no. "Alex, I think I know. What's wrong?" Fucking shit. This is, fuck. And back away, face frozen in horror and guilt. It's my fault. "Alex, what did you do?" "I spoke to it." "You did what?" "I didn't realize." "When?" "Last night. And the night before, too." "Are you out of your puny human brain?" I wince. The true extent of my carelessness is laid out before me. "Alex, I might have broken Bite's defenses last night. That might be how it found us." Logan's stare turns hostile. He rounds on me. Explain. I tried to talk to it. I thought, "Alex, this is reckless. Bite never warned me. Bitch, I'm the one who wanted to hide this algorithm from you in the first place. I know I screwed up, and the weight of their judgment is horrifying. A demon, shit, it killed someone for me. I didn't know this could happen. Damn it, Alex. None of us know what this algorithm even is. You did not tell me this. You have ignored my warnings. You have acted with great arrogance. You must not dig too deep. Fuck, they're right. What was I thinking? I was so desperate for answers, for revenge. Revenge. A burning starts to rise in my chest against their scolding. I start to feel angry. They don't understand. This thing has the answers. It's the reason everything is fucked up. I just know it. No shit. I fucking spoke to it. No, they're right. I just my jaw, pushing the feeling back down. Gotta stay in control. You must not shine light in this darkness, or the demons will be drawn to it. I stare at him. In the face of his disapproval, I feel my resolve crumble. Something inside is boiling, frothing. The anger morphs into horrible, burning rage that I cannot explain. Why wouldn't I have spoken to it? These things slaughtered my people. Someone has to pay. Someone has to. No, I'm in control. But I'm losing it. I feel like I'm about to snap. Why didn't you tell me? You did this behind my back. I had to. No, Alice, you did not. The courts, my mistakes, their judgment, the threads that held me together are coming undone. I clench my fists, trying to focus amid their voices. The seething fury against what is eating me. What the hell is it? You have displayed great arrogance. You should have known better than this. I know. Please stop yelling. Cascade took everything. They think I'm going to let that stand like Kai's did? No, they're right. Just take it easy. Don't lose your head. This is a mistake. I'm not a failure. I'm in control. We're supposed to be a team. Why didn't you tell me? I'm just trying to find. You kept this hidden from me. That is not good. They will stop me. But I already tried. I'm not letting this place beat me. No, I'm in control. This cannot happen again, Alex. You understand this? Shut up. Alex, tell me you understand this. Shut up. Alex. Shut up. Shut up, both of you. Just shut up. Ugh. Whatever this buried rage inside me is, it bursts. I lose control completely. I claw my face and squeeze my own skull tightly. I had to talk to it. I had to know. It will stop me. I look for something to punch, but there's nothing. Everything came out at once. I turn snarling in fury. Logan flinches. This fucking thing in my head has the answers. It wants me to suffer. I'll tear this fucking place to pieces out. Oh. Slowly, tortuously, the rage simmers down. I'm shaking, my hands tremble, and my eyes are wide in horror. Oh fuck, what the hell was that? I lost control completely. What the fuck is happening to me? I ball my fist into my face, throwing my mental weight on top of the sizzling fury to push it back down. It's getting worse. It's taking over, and I can't stop it. What am I turning into? My body rocks gently with the weight of Logan's paw on my shoulder. I let him tug me into him. He hugs me gently. Alex, I do not know what to say. You are not acting like yourself. For a while, I don't reply. I just bore my face into him. I focus on his calm, tranquil presence. Slowly, it helps me ground myself. I'm sorry, I don't know what that was. I'm sorry, Alex, I have upset you. I was afraid. The decision you made to speak, but this algorithm has made me afraid. There's something really wrong with me. I'm trying to keep it together, but something's killing me, poisoning me. I don't know why. It pulls away, holding me by the shoulders and looking at me intently. And it's because you're hurting with the loss of your home. I don't know, there's something still inside me, a part of me that survived. It's just this rage. It's getting worse every day. Tell me what this thing inside you is. I don't know, I think something I forgot, but it's still there, a memory full of pain. Pain is not good, Alex. Forgotten things are not lost. They are only out of reach. You are still this same human you once were. You may seek vengeance, but this will not make things good. This will change you. His fingers weave affectionately into my hair. I exhale, surrendering my emotions to his wisdom. Alex, you believe this algorithm is responsible for your pain? I don't know. I just feel like it's mocking me. It wants me to suffer. This algorithm has this stuff with demons. It may be hurting your mind. Byte thought the same thing. He paused for a moment. Alex, we do not walk this path to determine who you are. We must walk this path to determine who you will now become. You understand this? Focus only on who you will become. You must not let this pain control you. Steadily, he pulls me into a hug. I'm sorry, I'm trying. I really am. It is okay, Alex. I do not know this pain you are feeling, but I will try and understand it. I smile, humbled by his gentle spirit. I really don't deserve him. But thank you. I couldn't do this without you. Come, we must now leave this place. We will not speak of this again. Only think about what I have said. And now solemnly, standing motionless as he steps away and begins packing up our camp. Wordlessly, I bend down and clear away the remnants of our fire. My gaze levels onto the nearby forest, but all view of the artwork left by our night's visitor is concealed. I shiver, recalling the twisted skeletal smile and bloody flesh hanging like a frozen pendulum. It was my fault, my stupid fault. I really have been acting reckless. So, I'm sorry I didn't tell you. I don't think I meant to talk to it in the first place. It just happened. But after that, I don't know what came over me. I felt driven by something. I thought you'd try to stop me if I told you. You wanted to keep it from me to begin with. The whole trust in these other things seems to be breaking down, doesn't it? Well, you were right. So if this left it alone, I'm an idiot. I'm sorry, Logan, and I yelled at you. I hate that you're suffering so much, Alex. Knock off. I'm fine. Just overwhelmed. Oh man, I don't know much about human emotions. I promise you this. We'll figure this thing out, Alex. Yeah, I know. Thanks. In return, promise me you'll leave this algorithm alone. I really think it's doing something to your head. Yeah, I'll leave it alone. Yeah, thanks, Alex. You're ready? I look back at the direction of the hanging corpse, hidden from view beyond the trees. Alex, yeah, let's go. He smiles, gesturing with his head for me to walk alongside him. I do so, steadily keeping pace with his larger steps. They set off once again in the morning chill of Vallejo. I tighten my hood against the bitter wind. The cold air buckles against us as we move forward. My face squints in discomfort. Besides me, Logan marches undaunted as the wind ruffles his thick pelt like long grass swaying in a storm. Only his eyes are slightly narrow against the breeze. It's different around here. Logan glances at me, keeping his stride steady. We've been walking against the wind for some time now. With no fur to protect me, my skin is starting to sting. Shortly after we left camp, I noticed the mountains loosen their towering stance as we traveled further west. The forest became scarce, and the ground got more and more barren. Out here were exposed to elements. The sharp wind crept up on us as the sun reached its peak in the sky. These are no longer draconian lands. We're almost out of the mountains completely. They are sparse. Brr. This wind is a real fucker. You're cold. I'll be fine, just gotta keep moving. Logan grumbles uneasily, stepping closer. He almost coddles me, making it difficult to keep up my walking pace. I snicker. Hey, it's okay. I really am fine. I appreciate it, though. Okay. These lands are sometimes called the Singing Plains. They are called this for the cold winds that blow from the north. Once I brought that mat with me, we're not far south of the Windchill clan. Ah, now I see where they got their name. What are they actually like? The Windchill tribeswomen are the best builders. They create structures that are sturdy. They know how to survive Ilaya's harshest blizzards. The winters must be pretty bad here. Many nomadic clans would not survive, so they seek shelter with the Windchill clan. They bring trade during the winter. The Windchill clan prospers. However, they are far from the other clans. This is not good. They suffer from raids. Bandits often target the Windchill clan, for they know it takes time for help to arrive. How do they protect themselves? They have many wardens. These women keep the peace, though it is not always enough. So the Windchill are known for surviving the climate. Riptide are known for being ruthless, thanks to Kaias. Draconian are known for using the old knowledge. What are the Razorbacks? They are known for their medicine. The healers use many potacules, many poultices to treat its people. Most clans will send their healers to be trained with those of the Razorback clan. Including yours? Yes, the Draconi have many healers. Dravonia was all to visit the Razorback clan to learn of their expertise. This has been good. These Draconi are also known for our schools. Other clans do not have these. During the summer, many clans send their young to us to be taught the ways of Alea. Seems like the four big clans of Alea have good synergy. Well, apart from Kai's lot. This is true. Kai's fear of the old knowledge has caused conflict. Many years ago, he attempted to take possession of the Great Barrier. He wished to slaughter the Ottomans. Our chieftain stopped him. So it was Caius and Dravonia who were at war over the barrier. I remember her mentioning it. This was many years ago. What actually happened? Logan hummed thoughtfully. Dravonia did not like the old knowledge to be forgotten. She agreed to defend the Ottomans. In return for their support, she hoped this would be enough to deter Caius. Messi thought seeing his own sister at the opposite end of the battlefield might put him off the idea of knowing Caius, though. He was not deterred. There was a battle. Many died in Dravonia and Caius dueled. Who won? Most say Dravonia won, but what? The duel was not seen by anyone else. Our chief is a great warrior, but she was wounded. She should not have beaten Caius. So nobody knows what really happened between them? After this duel, the Draconian Riptide clans became allies. The Ottomans were left in peace. Caius has caused other challenges for the clans. Dravonia prevents him from causing another war. I put on a story, quietly, what could have really happened between those two chieftains. I can't quite get my head around their relationship. The things they must have gone through. For Zelira, their war with each other is beyond imagining. Yet they seem to have such a strong bond. Is it really enough to keep Caius in line? Alex, we have arrived. I blinked. Startled, there's nothing to see here, just more mountains. Arrived here? Arrived where? No, we are close to the Black Zone borders. Those crag will be reached within 1 hour. First, we will make a stop. You are seeing that structure? Looking pointed south into the distance. I hadn't seen it before, having tried to keep my eyes protected from the wind. Looking down, however, I could see something metallic glimmering in the distance. Is that a plane? Plane. Yeah, in the distance, it's a crashed plane. My people using to fly. It is not functional. No wonder. It looks ancient. Must have gone down through the cascade. Come. You must stop at this plane. He gently squeezed my shoulder, urging me forwards. I wonder what Logan expects to find. As we get closer, the scene becomes more baffling. Despite centuries of neglect, the crash plane seems in quite good condition. Some of the windows have been boarded up with scrap metal covers or nailed over missing components. A tiny garden has been dug just outside and open passages leading inside, though nothing grows within. A small generator whirring with life sits just inside the mutilated wing. By breaking making this thing, I want to say someone has interfered with the rat. The steel hull has been reinforced three times. Logan, does someone live here? Yes, a black one now. We are here to ask their assistance in this task. I stare at him bewildered. You okay? Yeah, fine. Just you never missed this part of the plan. This is okay. He is good. No, it's fine. I'm just surprised. Alex, I did tell you of this. Oh, you did when? The night we returned from the rhinestone disc. Oh, I don't remember. He tilts his head confused. Yeah, we don't all have picture perfect memory. Knowing how his mind was, it probably would never occurred to him to give me a heads up since I didn't ask. I snickered, rolling my eyes at the thought. You're smiling. It's nothing. You're just funny. Explain. No worry. Just you're cute. I'm confused. It's nothing. So who is the black one? I'm actually a bit nervous now. This is the first time I'm going to meet another black one aside from Logan. You're remembering the things we discussed last night. We spoke of our duties as black ones. Yeah, you talked about the final test, defeat the black zones. Who black ones want is. It is dangerous to look too deep. There are consequences, and the black souls may punish those who seek changes. Though I am considered wiser than most black ones, really judge me for thinking about this final task. Alice, this black one we will meet is the wisest of us. He knows more of the black stones and the demons than any other. Even more than you? Far more, but well, his wisdom has cost him. The clans only turn to him when they are at their most desperate. Other black ones will not speak of him. No, a black one that freaks out other black runners sounds exactly like the kind of person we need. Then you are agreeing with me. Come, I will introduce you to this person. Do not fear him. They are good. Logan steps up into the wreckage through a narrow, carved-out passageway. I follow him inside, grabbing the steel hull and tugging myself into the plane's hollow carcass. Very little effort has been made to make this person's home feel homely. Most of the wreckage has been left as it is. Some cells have been hung out, the arched walls stuffed to bursting with all manner of scrap of trinkets from the Blackstone. I immediately reminded of Logan's home, though this is far messier. However, the more I stare, the more I notice an odd order to the collection. Some pieces are stored by their material, others by size. There are boxes of ruined electronics in one area and more mundane metal artifacts in another. Then as I look closer, I see a gas stove and a kettle sitting atop one of these cells. Above it, ramshackle weapons and tools are hanging in an orderly fashion. It's an anonymous collection, yet I find myself oddly fascinated. Just below those cells are neatly stacked and ordered tools. I immediately recognized the smoke bomb designs of blenders and other black wonder tools crafted from scrap that I couldn't even begin to identify. It's nice. He's the wisest of us. Nigel, you are here. From inside the ruined cockpit, there's a creaking sound. Someone climbing from a hammock. After a few padded footsteps, they emerge. The figure that steps into view approaches us with calm, hawk-like eyes. I'm surprised to see myself looking at another canine. He has a casual, controlled sense to him. As he approaches, he runs his fingers across the hull of the plane. His nostrils flare, and he blinks curiously. Logan, you're far from home. Just something about the way he looks at us. I can't put my finger on it. It's odd, like his gaze hangs from a delicate string. Logan smiles, bowing his head to Nitro. It is good to see you, old friend. I'm here with Alex. Yes. The human. Logan and I exchange a curious stare. You are knowing us? Nitro smiles, as though finally recalling an ancient memory. Word travels fast. The canine places his paw on the south nearest him. Tea? You have tea? He taps the kettle with a finger. Mint, cinnamon, or honey? Oh, yes, please. Honey. That would be nice. Thank you. Logan? I'm okay. I find watching Nitro move as he gathers two boiled down mugs and flicks the gas burner beneath the kettle on. His fingers glide smoothly over every surface like fragile stingrays while his gaze floats somewhere above. The way he looks around is curiously fluid. His eyeline never fixes on anything, not even us. You're the blind one. Nigel chuckles, each gravel breath like a footprint on a stony beach. That's what they call me now? The kids do, yeah. They say you never leave the black zones. The canine shrugs. That's an exaggeration. They also said you ate your own eyeballs. This time his laughter is cheerier and quite infectious as work along with it. Reminds me of the informed chieftain who ate her own legs. That story's true. I was there, tried suggesting some salt at one point, her loss. I just shrugged nonchalantly. I found, unable to tell if he's serious or just has a dark sense of humor. Tea won't be long. You hear about the human, aren't you? Alex is my acolyte. He will be a great black runner. Makes sense. He's a Zephyr, isn't he? But I've lost my memory. I don't remember my people. Nitro's brow lowered slightly. An injury? I just woke up like that. I have vague ideas of how they lived, but just no actual experiences. I found Alex within Devil's Crag. An dangerous place to hunt, Logan. What were you doing there? Seeking salvage. Be more careful next time. I'm always careful. And you always scowl when you lie. Logan sills uncomfortably. I found Alice within glass. I broke the glass and pulled her free. I returned him home. He remembers nothing of himself. No identity? Curious. We have been attempting to determine where Alice has come from. We sought assistance from other monks. They asked us to investigate the Whinstone disc. Whinstone? Why? It's been picked clean. Only sugar cooks and exiles go there. The satellite station there turned itself on. At the same time, Logan freed me. When we went inside, we found an underground passage. There was old technology there, preserved. They contain devices, Alex calls memory boxes. These memories of the memories of the Zephyr were within. Alex was able to access these memories. How? What do you mean? How did you access the memories, Alex? He's still right at me. I blink, looking at Logan, but Nitro immediately kisses my hesitation. Tell me. I fumble my words, seeking a harmless explanation. I don't think telling him about Bite is a good idea. I just trust them. They went into my head somehow. We don't really know how it all works. There are things Alex does not understand. He does not eat. He does not breathe. He doubts he is truly human. We must determine the truth. I see. Nigel is silent for a moment. He continues to look at me with his empty, serene gaze. There's a calm, piercing tranquility to his stare. It's like he sees right through me. I go, wondering if he's truly blind. Ah, gee. He smiles, lifting the kettle and turning his back to us to pour the mugs. Where do you find those memories, Alex? It was It's hard to explain. It's an algorithm, I think. A pattern, possibly, or a map, a key. We don't know. We only have the full picture. We think there might be more memory boxes at the boneyard with the other half. We want to complete the picture. Seems dangerous. These memories, these memory boxes became active after Alex was awakened. They are important. They may explain where he has come from. Two beacons calling for you to put this puzzle together. That's right. Nitro gracefully carries 2 mugs over to us. He holds one out to me, smiling. I take it with a nod of thanks. And you want the truth? Yeah. Just a sip, in slow, steady sip. All the while, his blind eyes are larger than mine. There's something about his deep, interrogating stare that's entirely unsettling. He lowers his cup, head tilting at me. Have you considered wanting something else? I falter. No, I need to know. Why? To just, I mean, my whole species is gone. I want to find them. Find out what happened to them, you mean? Right, yeah. Me would say ignorance is a great mercy in LA. Well, at the very least, we need to know what this algorithm is. It's a friend of mine wearing me down a little more every day. I can't deal with it unless I know what happened. Nitro, no one has ever found anything like this. It could be important. How's the tea? The tea. Oh, not wanting to appear rude, I gingerly take a sip. Well, it's good, thank you. Nitro smiles, taking another sip of his own. A living zephyr. A message from the Cascade. All this, He nods thoughtfully. I'll come with you. Really? You've never been inside the boneyard, have you, Logan? I have not. You'll never navigate those tunnels by yourselves. You know Devil's Crag well? Better than any. You need a guide, let me. I glance at Logan, but he just smiles at me. Alex, this is good. Nitro is wise. He will help us on this task. You present Elia a strange opportunity, Alex. As a black woman, it's my duty to oversee that. Oh, sir, we appreciate your help, but we can't pay you or anything. Nitro smirks. I need no price. Logan was right to bring you to me. This matter should be investigated carefully. Wondering if it's really a good idea to trust this peculiar hound. Despite being blind, he seems unusually sharp. There's something unsettling about him. I can't imagine how a blind black woman could be so efficient. It's just to prove my point, the blind canine kisses my cousin. Do I frighten you, human? I was gonna ask you, but not to be rude or anything, but I was gonna ask how do you see? Yeah, that. Is that what you saw him, Logan? Besides me, the husky nods determinedly and puts one of Nitro's crates of salvage rummaging around inside. Tell me what? My wit. It's how I see. Thought wit was just an ancestral memory. Used correctly, it's also sense. How black runners feel it. It's a sense of danger you feel when you're near the black zone or feel demons close by. Oh, that's what that is. Logan carefully takes Nitro's paw and guides something into it, an ancient worn down metal key. You have never explained this piece of salvage before now. The blind canine brings it up to his nose and sniffs it. No, give me a moment. Logan steps back, a frown, not quite sure what I'm looking at. Nitro sets his eyes, his fist tightening around the tiny key in his grasp. He breathes deeply through his flaring nostrils. His fur seems to ripple, as though struck by a breeze. He flashes his teeth for a moment and suppresses a growl. Are you okay? Fine. Doesn't sound fine. He looks to be in pain. I blink at Logan, but he's just watching Nitro intently. The owner was a hyena. What owner? Nikki. She had 37 years when she last held us. A mother of four. No, five. She lost one. She tried to forget. I got Nitro winces once again, giving an impression of intense pain. She drove with this key to school every day, then work. Her job was awful. How do you know that? Nitro grimaces, then tosses the key back into the crate and lands among the rest of his salvage with a clang. My wet. I didn't think Wet could do that. Nitro is the only black water who uses his wet in this way. When I walked the black zones, I could see, through the memories of the Zephyr, together the picture is clear. It feels like home. Outside the black zones, I see nothing. That's why you spend so much time in them? The black zones only take you if you look deep enough, so I found my own way of looking. I could explore more than most. I see why even other black women might be wary of Nitro. I'm struggling to believe it myself. A psychic black woman, it all seems so far-fetched. Ain't buying any data on how this guy's party trick might work. And his party trick is what it looks like. He has highly developed extrasensory perception. There must be a logical explanation. Oh, of course. He could just as easily have made a story up. Why would? You hear that? I blink. Nitro's teeth are bared threateningly. His head spins like he's detected an intruder. Looking at frown at each other. Nitro, tell me what is wrong. It's. The mile long, Nitro's weightless eyes land directly on me. He squints cautiously and takes a step closer. What is the problem? What did you say, Alex? What? Me? Nope. Didn't say anything. But I think he can sense you. How could he possibly? Shut up. Stop talking. Just hide. Mike goes silent, but Nitro's stabbing glare continues to pierce me. I go nervously, feigning concern. What's wrong? The outlandish black wonder shakes his head, looking away in bafflement. Mike, get back in my mind. Don't say another word. Thankfully, the verbose AI does what I say and disappears with again I deflate in relief. That was too surreal to be a coincidence. Nitro logged onto me the moment Mike appeared. Tell me your plan. We will visit the place I found Alex first, then we will travel to the boatyard to search for more memory boxes. Let's leave now, then. We'll be back here before it gets dark. Nitro navigates the racks of weapons and tools hanging from the curved plane walls, running his fingers delicately across them. When he feels the ones he's looking for, he plucks them from their purse and sees them. It doesn't take much, only a few small blades. You came armed? We did. Yeah, I have a bow and a spear. Can you use them? Yep, I can handle myself. Alice is a capable fighter. Good. Nitro turns to Logan, gesturing to his collection of crafted tools and traps. Take whatever you need, Alex. Do you see a generator outside? Yeah, I did. Behind it, inside the plane's wing, you'll find a power supply suitable for traveling food, medicine, that sort of thing. Go and fix it. And I said, Logan, frowning, I'm not stupid enough to miss when someone's trying to get rid of me. I wonder why. Why does he want to say to Logan without me? What does he want to say to Logan without me? Maybe I could use Bite to eavesdrop. Alex, it is okay. Go and find the supplies we will need. Well, Four Smiles spin around and hop back out of the plane. Can I talk now? I swear he sensed you. You saw him zero in on us when we spoke of. That's just an alternative? What? Guy's crazy. Fucking quack. Total nutter. I grumbled. There's more than Nigel than that. Can you enhance my hearing? Let's hear what they're saying. Sure. There's a scratching whilst and static before the two familiar voices become audible as hushed whispers. Even if he were, it's unlikely. As it's good, he's my acolyte. You okay? There's something about that human. Explain. I can't, there's a darkness in him. Great pain, arrogance, rage. But for whom? He has lost many things he is hurting. You think answers will heal him? I do. You find this algorithm, taking it could have ramifications. We'll make that decision. Who will, us or him? Nitro, Alice is fine. I will guide him along his path. All right then, let's make a move. Darkness inside me. Some asshole machines wipe my speeches out. I'm understandably fucked off, that's all. That's putting it lightly. Look at your outburst this morning. That was, well, either way, looks like Nitro doesn't trust us. At least he hasn't tried to murder us yet. That puts him above Caius. Do you think I'm arrogant? Good. Wow, blunt. Oh, really? Mister, I talk to unfathomable horrors, but so conscious and don't tell anyone? Arrogant. Who'd have fucking guessed? My hastily retreats into the safety of my subconscious as Logan and Nitro emerge from the plane. I quickly grab the small satchel of supplies from behind the generator, stored inside the decomposer wing, just as Nitro said it would be. As I approach the pair, he holds his paw out to take it. Why keep this outside? There's food inside. The smell wakes me. Nitro gestures towards the nearest mountain, sitting no more than a mile from us. Devil's Crag is behind that range. Let's move. Logan steps over to me. You okay? I'm not. I think I am. The true depth of what we're about to do hasn't really hit me yet. Maybe once I'm wandering through the ruins of my world once again, I'll feel differently. Good, I have something for you. He holds out a thin metal tube, similar to a stick of TNT, and box of handcrafted matches. Is this a blinder? It is. Nigel has crafted this. His design is superior. There may be hazards. You must ensure you are safe. I smile, taking it from him and storing the items in my hoodie pocket. Thanks, Logan, will be okay. I have help. Yes, you will use this help if there is danger. Come, we will now follow Nigel to Devil's Crag. Nigel begins leading us back across the singing plains and towards the clustered peaks just beyond. The wind has died down. Our weary footsteps crackle the stony ground beneath us. It can't be much further. It would be better if... Shh. Oh, come on, Alice. He can't hear me. You saw him flex his weird psychic powers back there. Well, because he spewed some sob story about hyena and a dead-end job. Just lay low. Trust me, I swear he can sense you. See, we test it? No, we need this guy on our side. Play it safe. Come on, for science. No, you're no fun. I grimace, watching Nitro curiously as he strides forwards. Not once has he given any indication that he's blind, nor asked for directions. What kind of crazy wit must this guy have? Maybe some black wonders are just especially gifted with what for. I think back to Milo and his starting use of craft. I figure Nitro is another prodigy and... Boy, prick! I joke, horrified. Bite, what the hell is wrong with you? Let's just see. I'm gonna kill whoever installed this moron into my psyche without an off switch. To my unbridled horror, Nitro stops dead. He turns slowly around, sniffing, then rounds on me. I told you so, you stupid blue-eyed cum stain. Wow, that was a target level insult. Well done, you. Yeah, well, I'll kill you. You're such a little... Fuck. You... Fuck. And you lost it. Alright, point taken. I'll lay low. Nigel, you okay? We must keep moving. I thought I felt... I can't explain. I look at Logan nervously, who grimaces. He must know who Nitro consents. Could be because I'm a little Zephyr. Might be messing with your wit. That's possible. The canine grumbles in unease before turning around and resuming his pace. Logan and I keep up with him. Deeply curious about this intense canine, I jog a little faster until I'm alongside him. You're actually the first black woman I've met apart from Logan. Oh, what are your thoughts then? I grin. You're something, alright? He just chuckles. Most consider me mad. Are you? I trust the controlled madness makes the black souls more palatable. Yeah, maybe I'll end up going mad too. Certainly feels that way. If that's your path, Alex, so be it. How did you become a black runner? When did you realize you had this, gift? My wit was at its full depth even when I was a child. Who was your mentor? I had none. But who taught you about the four? I learned it myself. When I was young, I wanted the black souls freely. Within them, I could see. Must have been rough being born blind. Less rough than my bond to the black souls. My clan was nomadic. They didn't appreciate my interest in them. They abandoned me. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not. I took to living in the black zones instead. There was always danger, but I was fascinated. Tell me something, Alex. What do you think a black woman's role is? My father considered the question carefully. I'm not exactly sure this. One of the black zones? For whom? The clans. The clans don't need that knowledge. Understanding the true depth of the black souls will break their spirit completely. I don't think even I understand that depth yet. Because you have to see it for yourself, you can't be told. So, what is your role? Super told Alex. So, what is our role? Super told Alex. That's never been agreed. Every black woman is different. We've been used as scrap runners who exist to find salvage the clans can fawn over. It's the same. That's not our true purpose. This is why I respect Logan so much. He has forgotten the true path. Behind us, I hear Logan grunt with approval. You are the few who can walk the black souls with a clear mind. The clans may live peacefully outside of them, but they still govern our way of life. We live in their shadow. We die by their politics. Without us, the clans would be packed apart by an enemy they'll never have the will to confront alone. We keep the black souls in our sight. The most steadfast of us try to understand them at the risk of our souls. One day we may find a way to defeat them. That's the true path. So nobody can agree on what black women actually do. It's such a nebulous, terrifyingly vast position. I can see why some would prefer to be a simple scrap collector. It seems like a far less perilous life. The prospect of confronting the black souls and provoking their wrath must be terrifying for those possessing more sense. Something occurs to me. And not a weird question, but were you born with any mutations? I'm sorry? Like human, I mean hair. Flat toes, fingernails like mine, anything like that? Hold out my hands to show him. Nigel grunts sharply. My eyes. Oh, that's all. I squint them. Right? Scan complete. There's a 97% probability of a match. So he was born with human eyes. But they made him blind? What could that mean? They closed across over the hills and entered a dense valley. Devil's Crag is just beyond. Logan stops quite suddenly. Alex, Nitro, we have arrived. Just ahead of us, I catch a glimpse of a worn-down road sign protruding crudely from the rough ground. Whatever was once written on it has long since been eroded. Beyond this sign is a black zone. This is the border? It is. Alex, are you prepared? I freeze. In my mind, I can almost see the impalpable line running across the ground. and beyond it, darkness. This will be the second time stepping to a black zone. I ponder just how much of the fear and trepidation permeated by its aura exists solely in my head. On one hand, I'm stepping to a vast pit of despair and peril too broad and terrible to describe. On the other, is it just another way? Is it just another step on our journey? Is this an invisible line? This is meaningless. It's a meaningless stride into shallow waters. Is it safe to cross? The city of Devil's Crag is just beyond its mountain. This will be dangerous. There will be dangers, but there are no demons present here. I say it openly, it's different this time. I'm not going in as a fresh-faced, dubious nobody. I know what I want. It's in there somewhere. We'll just have to dig a little deeper this time. Bolstered with purpose are months ahead, a Nitro and Logan across the border. Nothing happens. The wind continues to blow. The clouds continue to drift. Coming. Nitro smirks. Logan gives me a proud nod, then follows me over. He had grown. Just focus on the task. Then you will be okay. While remembering what I have said to you. We tread carefully. No stupid risk. You must control your ways. I will. I'm in control. Logan clasps my shoulder, giving me an encouraging squeeze. Despite the discomfort and nervous, there's a lot riding on this trip. It was hard last time, seeing the ruins by the Whitestone desk. Devil's Crag is larger. You must be prepared. I nod with the two black wonders at my side. We head over the hilltops. I'm here, you son of a bitch. I listen, struck by the haunting tune of near total silence. Only the wind dares draw its breath here. The city is a dead monument, a hive of industry and achievement that suffered centuries of blameless disrepair. Nitro and Logan come to a stop at either side of me. Logan is watching me, concerned. Nitro stares dead ahead, just like me. Alex, I expected something else. It should be swarming with people, but standing here and seeing it so still, like a painting, it's wrong. Like a clear night sky devoid of the moon and stars. Somehow I expected something infinitely worse. A mutilated carcass of steel and concrete, an indescribable mess of corpses, a ruined nation, sure to torment me through many sleepless nights. But not this. This expressively vast nucleus of total silence, this beautifully peaceful graveyard, washed clean of the blood, bone, and squeeze of the cascade. The buildings are still standing. The cascade couldn't have been that long ago. You okay? I guess I don't know where to begin. Just the same questions over and over and over. It never ends. Nitro hums in deep thought. It's cruel how the cascade places the curious, those who dare ask questions. This great evil, this primordial black, where did it come from? How did it seep into this world? Who's doing this? Who's killing us? Nitro turns to Logan and I. His blind eyes pierce us both. You two possess a piece of a puzzle no one has ever found before. Are you prepared for what you're about to do? Logan and I exchange a quick glance. Though he's steadfast, I sense his trepidation. I'm not certain what it is we are doing. We are only following a message we do not understand. My allies being here has changed things. We must determine the reason for this. This is our duty as Black Runners. Alex, I thought I could settle for being a nobody, starting new, just being a draconian Black Runner. But I can't. I'm losing my mind. There's just rage. I'm scared. Something inside me is still connected to all this. I need to find out why. Nitro nods. Then follow my lead. So strolling silently side by side, we descend into Devil's Crag. Trees and thick vegetation have formed a cover over the hollow city. We climb through it, revealing cracked asphalt and towering skeletal structures. Above us, the weather turns a macabre shade of gray. A dense cloud A dense cold mist our path, the trees rustle, relentless, chilling my bare skin. This place is utterly breathless, countless memories and souls abandoned, left in heartbreaking neglect. And we can't do a damn thing, we just walk on by, feigning indifference. It's frustrating, infuriating, but I'm fine, I'm in control. We drift through the streets, choking on delicate, beautiful silence, too horrible to put into words. All the suffering that must have happened here, but now, there's no love, no memory, no justice. They're just gone. My mind fizzes with fury, but it's fine, I'm in control. What nightmares end must they have met? Were they slaughtered one by one in the streets where they grew and raised their children? Or was it slower, generation after generation, as the affliction gripped them, slowly and painfully starving? In the end, there were only memories too traumatic to recall. And where was I, my family, my friends? The prospect that I may never know them floods me with fear and fury. This can't be it. This broken, bleak concavity can't be real. I can't be the last human. I'll find an algorithm. With it, I'll find them. The Blackstones can't get away with this. They won't. Hey, Alex. I finished some background scans. I discovered something odd. What's up? Do you notice any of the road signs around the city? Most of them are rusted to dust, but yeah, I see two languages. One of them is mine. Right in the Zephyr, we're clearly a bilingual society. The other language uses the same alphabet too. The thing is, going by the data I got of the phonemes Logan used last night, I think the other language is Elayan. What? It was here all along? In fact, the ratio of Elayan words I'm seeing compared to yours is roughly 7 to 1. So Elayan was a dominant language. That's weird. How come I didn't even recognize it? If our theory about black women having human heritage is correct, bipeds and humans live alongside each other. It's possible that your language was exclusively human in origin. It would explain why it wasn't as widely spoken. If I was a Zephyr, I would have spoken Elayan too. Instead, it was just outright erased from my memory. All knowledge of bipeds was missing too. Just like they forgot about us. The clans at least knew humans were a thing. You, on the other hand, had no knowledge of bipeds whatsoever. It appears to clang behind a status of silence. I whirl around, bite sinks with my mind straight away. I draw and knot the bow with lightning speed. But when we turn to aim at the source of the sound, there's nothing there, just an empty street. Logan joins my side, growling. Nitro is closed behind him. Nitro, that sounds. I might be uninformed. We should be careful. They can be dangerous here. I frown, lowering my bow. They're in the city? Swarms of them move through the city. Swarms? This is true. I have seen them. I have seen these huddling swarms. They are hazardous. I thought the informed just cannibalize themselves. They do this outside of Blackstone. They're acting different when they are inside. Their behavior is impossible to predict. If you see one, just back away slowly. If you're lucky, they'll leave you alone. If you're really lucky, they can even be friendly. Friendly? How? Once when I stayed in the city for a night, an informed hound found my camp, timid thing, and brought me food. The idea of an informed acting friendly is a disturbing juxtaposition. Tell me what happened with this informed. I tried to make myself seem harmless. I smiled and begging it over. Curious thing, I earned its trust. It joined me by the fire. I snapped its neck. That's depressing. I know, but you can't save them. Nitro's head cranes around the streets, his nostrils flare. Let's keep moving, Logan. Take us to the glass you found Alex in. Logan nods, setting back off across the cracked streets. I stood on my bow and arrow again, then catch up with him. Hey, Alex, will you ever done that? Snapped his neck? I do not know. I have never encountered one that would behave in this friendly way. Tell me if you would have done this. I'll say no. I guess with the dog black one, or what he said, I guess he did it out of mercy, so that informed person, suffering could end. But in my case, I'm just gonna say no. No, I'll find another way. We fall silent and continue through Devil's Crag. You okay in there, buddy? More worried about you. There are higher levels of epinephrine in your system. Yeah, good old epinephrine thing. It means you're anxious. Well, we are in the black zone. Seen any more clues? Going by the rate of growth, I'd say the city was fully abandoned around 300 to 400 years ago. That's not as long as I have thought. Back near the Whinstone disc, evidence suggested some kind of conflict. Here, I'm not seeing much of that. People just slowly left the city. An exodus? They must have been fleeing from something. The black zones, people couldn't have remained in the city long after they appeared. As we're strolling down the beaten path, my eyes lock onto a decaying car. Think we could find the parts for Aeon here? Is now really the time? I think the distraction will help me focus. With a check, I suppose. Hang on. Nitro and Logan falter, turning to face me. Alex, we must keep moving. I just want to check something. I scamper over to the car, but find the bonnet has been ripped off completely. The guts of the car are empty. Damn. Pit clean. Anything here of value? Nope, the engine has been removed less than a year ago. Another black one beats us to it. Wait, you see that? I squint, peering through the broken windows. Inside, I see a worn-down suitcase with noticeable crack is split down the center and its contents are pouring out. It seems to be closed, old and frayed beyond use. Something odd catches my eye. Curious, I meander over to the door and lean inside. The rotten stench, a damp fabric and mossy air suffocates me. I pull the old suitcase over. Alex, we are not here to search for salvage. This is not the task. Or not. Here, look at this. I pull what I was looking for out. An old pair of trousers matted with dust and decay. Look at the butt. Now is not the time for that, Alex. We'll mate when we return home. Too much information. No, these. A point just below the belt line. The garments have a small button pocket where the base of the spine would have been. See that? I can't see a thing. Very funny. Look, this has to be a tail flap, right? Or a biped. Yes, the tail could go through these. Humans didn't have tails. Both of the bipeds were part of the Zephyr. This is proof. Nitro frowns. I suspected as much. Alex also has no tail. He has no fur. He is small. What he says may be true. Nitro's haunting gaze goes upwards, brow furrowed in thought. So it bears the question, if bipeds and humans were both here before the cascade, then why did only humans disappear? The absence of technology in written language means history can only be passed down through generations by word of mouth. That's why nobody knows what really caused the cascade. It's no wonder humans vanished from memory. I grit my teeth angrily. What did we do to deserve that? Nothing, sorry, just thinking. Okay, we must keep moving. The glass I found you in is close. Lead the way. It keeps getting weirder. Still, I feel like we're making progress, even if every clue just poses more questions. How come Devil's Crag is so dangerous? I don't see any demons. We've been lucky so far. They mostly come at night, mostly. Once again my mind wanders back to the discoveries we've made so far. Hey, what happens if two different species of biped have a kid? The child will bear the species of one parent. It is common for the child to inherit the species of the male. So maybe humans and bipeds integrated could explain my theory. Theory? It's nothing. Kind of a stretch. Tell me. I will also hear this theory. Well, it's probably crazy. It's just there's a lad back at the village. He has the four. He's very gifted with the craft. You'll speak of Marlowe. Right. Thing is, he's got a head of human hair. Head hair? I knew another black woman who had that. And second, your eyes too. Nitro snorts. This child has my eyes? What a bastard. No, I mean your eyes. They're another mutation, as Aeon called them. Except it's not a mutation, it's human. Nitro's face squinches up in bewilderment. I'm quickly concerned that I've offended him. So I didn't mean my eyes were human? But, well, yeah, kinda. All humans blind? No, it was just a theory. Black runners could have human heritage. Beside him, Logan grumbles in doubt. I'm a black runner. I have not inherited these human parts. It is not something everyone with a four has. Could be something small, something you won't notice. Let's just keep moving. It was only an idea. Okay, we're close now. My hibernation pod. I get to see it, at last. There must be some answers here, some relief from the darkness, from the rage. There has to be. This is it? Yes, I found you inside this place, Alex. The structure sticks out from the other skyscrapers like everything else. It's been totally strangled by nature and desecrated by decades of neglect. Grass and weeds have erupted up through a concrete parking lot. Rusted metal square has been welded to walls and doors like a barricade. Seems like someone put up a brave last stand here. No matter how hard I focus on the place, no memories surface. This was once a hospital or an institute of scientific research, perhaps both. How old is it? Newer than the other structures, far more durable. It's different. They might have built it after the epoch of technology. The what? I blink and realized I hadn't mentioned this to Logan before now, let alone Nitro. Something I worked out from the algorithm. Before the cascade of Zephyr discovered something, whatever it was, they used it to make huge leaps in technological advancements. The Zephyr learned the old knowledge from something else. Not exactly they already had science, they just learned more from whatever they found, much more. But, well, then the cascade happened. Hubris. Nitro, your sits and things. The canine takes a few steps over to the building, head twisted as though listening for a faint, distant sound. He reaches up to the faded concrete wall, when his paw across it. Many people died in this place, others were saved. There were Zephyr healers here. Maybe you call them doctors. This could have been a hospital of sorts. A square in the ground beneath us, underneath the foliage coating the road, I spot the remains of a sign. Hey, you see that? Logan frowns while I'm pointing, then kneels down and tugs the old sign from the tangled roots. Alex, this has fallen from the building. You can read this? He's right. The faded metal sign was most certainly bolted onto the exterior of the building at some point. It says Exotech. Was Exotech a person? I don't think so. Looks like some kind of corporation. Explain. A technology conglomerate, I guess. They probably own the building. For tomorrow, for you. Yeah, that really worked out. We'll investigate further inside. I will show you the glass. Logan gestures for us to stay behind him. I do so, approaching the shattered glass doors with nervous footsteps. As we get closer, Nitro stops again, his scowl sniffing. What's wrong? He doesn't answer. Is there danger? No, just pain. Whose pain? I'm not sure. We shouldn't dawdle. He has to be currently inside. Time has been harsh in this place. Most of the rooms and the corridors are so trashed and scoured they don't resemble a hospital at all. Were it not for the telltale tile patterns, the occasion trash hospital bed or piece of medical equipment decayed beyond all use, I have put it down to just another abandoned structure. Our footsteps crack loudly on the stone scattered floors. A thick, mustardly haze chokes the air. I tread softly, following Logan in silence. I can't help but imagine the bustling corridors once being full of activity. The people died or were born within these walls. I drag my thoughts from their macabre musings. Can't afford to lose my head in this place. There could still be danger lurking around any step. What were you doing here when you found me? These structures sometimes contain medicine. I was searching for these. Perhaps you will remember something when you see this glass. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, hey, thanks for doing this, for everything. He smiles gently, squeezing my shoulder. I absorb what comfort I can from him, but I'm silently dreading what we might see. Hey, buddy, does this place have power? No, this building's grid was damaged a very long time ago. What kind of hibernation pod doesn't need power? Perhaps it has its own generator? Right, and that's probably it. Are you okay? We need a break here, I answer. Anything. Whatever we found, we'll deal with. Yeah, thanks, buddy. Couldn't do this without you. I don't know how much more mystery I can handle. This place needs to give us some answers, or I'm scared hope will start to dwindle. The dim, gloomy light leaking in through the only window reveals a trash laboratory. I grimace at the sight, my feet sliding through scattered stone and debris. This is it? Yes. It was in this room that I found you. The remains of desks, filing cabinets, laboratory equipment, medical apparatus, experimentation tools lay rotting in their place. A century or two, the decline leaves me squinting desperately for any kind of clue. This room is different. Look at all the equipment. It's no hospital ward. A laboratory? Alex, you're reading these words? He gestures to what remains of the equipment. It all has Exotech engraved upon it. It's that name again. It's on everything in this place. I turn to Nitro, who's slowly running his fingers against the walls, eyes set in focus. Who worked here, Nitro? Someone hurt. They had pain, great and great guilt. They had lost everything. He bends down, touching a rusted equipment stand and inhaling. They achieved great things in this place, great and terrible things. Towards the end, they were trying to fix a mistake. This person was supremely intelligent, a master in their field. He freezes. This person was human. This person was Alex. No, someone else. I don't think I was any sort of master scientist. Nitro stands up, head shaking. I'm sorry, that's all I could find. There's too much pain here to see clearly. What about the pod? I don't see it. Looking gestures towards a small opening in one of the walls, a hidden compartment. It looks to have been crudely tugged open. In there? I step over. Cautiously, my heart is beating. This is it. I take an anxious breath. I step into the small room. It's no longer than a walk-in cupboard. I squint into the darkness. There, lying like a mortuary slab, is a concave container of glass bordered by a framework of decaying metal. It stands on 4 concrete legs. A broken oxygen mask sits inside, connected to the outside via a thin tube. A pair of broken gas tanks lay cracked and discarded on the ground. All around, broken bottles of chemicals and compounds are scattered about, all of them empty. One side of the glass is shattered, leaving a hole like a grinning maw. There's dry blood on some of the teeth. My blood. I feel weak, scared. This thing was my home for centuries. It looks both completely mundane yet indefinitely threatening. Something is wrong. Something's really wrong with it. Bite? Alice, I don't think this is a hibernation pod. My heart is racing. I want to run. I can't bear looking at this thing anymore. The blood mass is yours. We're in the right place. Alice, there's nothing here but that indicates any sort of suspended animation took place. But how? If it's not, how could Bite? What is this thing? An airtight intensive care unit designed to be completely sterile and prevent infections. Those tubes supply breathable air to the patient. The ground is covered in chemicals. Scans are detecting bacitracin, neomycin-based ointments, sulfadiazine, and xylocaine jelly. But what would they be used for? Burns, severe burns. That doesn't make sense. Logan, are you sure about this? He steps in behind me. You are inside. Were there any burns on me? Explain. What was my condition? You are unconscious, you are undressed, that is all. When I pulled you free, the glass cut you. No power, nothing keeping me suspended, it's just glass. I lay here undisturbed for centuries? How? Eon said I was human. How is this possible? No. There are meant to be answers here, not more questions. Scan it again. Alex, do it. I have, there's nothing more to see. Then how did we get here? I don't know. This can't be happening. I can't do this, I can't take it. There's nothing here. Alex, just fuck, give me a second. Listen, I feel some buried sword on me start to weave and scream in frustration, fear, and fury. In my head, I hear the algorithm laughing at my hopelessness, mocking me. I know who's responsible for this. I just know. How am I here? What happened to me? Where are the other humans? No, I'm losing it again. My insides are churning with rage and frustration. My fists clench. Come on, I'm in control. Alex. What? Logan places his paw against my head, staring intently at me. You are not okay. I lean into his paw, feeling his thumb gently caress my cheek. It's just glass. Something burned me. I was hurt, but it doesn't make sense. I don't understand. What am I? Who am I? Logan slides his paw around to the back of my head, weaving his fingers into my hair. He pulls me into him, squeezing his arms around me. Alex, you are here with me. I set my eyes, burying my face into him, pressing myself against his form in his embrace. I feel safe enough to break down. I could almost cry. I'm in control. You will determine where you have come from. I'm promising you this. I don't reply. I just sink my face into his outfit, exhaling deeply. I focus on him, just him, the cackling darkness fades. Right now, he's my light. I'm in control. I step away, bringing my hands up to my face and grinding my fingers across it. It hurts, but the pain feels refreshing. So unfortunately, there are more questions than answers. Alex was hoping that the place, the pod where Logan found him in, would provide some answers, but instead, it only gave him more questions. Now, apparently, this is a laboratory. And the person who apparently worked on Alex was extremely intelligent, probably a scientist. And Alex must have been burned. And probably the scientist probably created this pod to deal with Alex's burns. That's what I'm thinking. And it was probably an invention that the scientist created, whoever that is, and it probably was an invention that he created and that only he really knew how to use. So apparently Alice was burned somehow. Maybe the algorithm itself burned Alex back then, hundreds of years ago. So the signs in the city are bilingual. There was a language that Alex knew, which I assume is English, and then there's also Elaine. So apparently people back during Alex's time spoke Elaine as well. And apparently there were bipeds back then also, because one of the pants had kind of like a covering for a tail. So apparently there were bipeds back then as well. So there's certainly a lot more questions that I have than answers. And I think the memories Alex has isn't quite the same as what the true past was. Like, he didn't remember any bipeds yet. apparently based on the pants that he found, it looks like bipeds did exist prior to the cascade. And it looks like there was a massive evacuation of the city, and there wasn't a conflict here, but something made the people evacuate. I don't know, some kind of plague or something. but or maybe some kind of like a spell, like some kind of spell from a laboratory somewhere or someplace. Kind of like, you know, like a place release toxic fumes and some kind of virus, and it released so much of that virus to the point that large parts of a city is no longer safe for people to inhabit, so they have to leave. But these are just my guess. So hopefully we'll get more answers next time. But again, we may not get more answers. We might only get more questions. So look out for the next video. And it will be the last video for this new Soulcreek update. So thank you all very much for watching. All the information for the game in the description box below. Goodbye. So unfortunately, there are more questions than answers. Alex was hoping that the place, the pod where Logan found him in, would provide some answers, but instead it only gave him more questions. Now, apparently this is a laboratory, and the person who apparently worked on Alex was extremely intelligent, probably a scientist, and Alex must have been burned, and the scientist probably created this pod to deal with Alex's burns. That's what I'm thinking. And it was probably an invention that the scientist created, whoever that is. And it probably was an invention that he created and that only he really knew how to use. So apparently Alice was burned somehow. Maybe the algorithm itself burned Alex back then, hundreds of years ago. So the signs in the city are bilingual. There was a language that Alex knew, which I assume is English, and then there's also Elaine. So apparently people back during Alex's time spoke Elaine as well. And apparently there were bipeds back then also, because one of the pants had kind of like a covering for a tail. So apparently there were bipeds back then as well. So there's certainly a lot more questions that I have than answers. And I think the memories Alex has isn't quite the same as what the true past was. Like, he didn't remember any bipeds yet. Apparently based on the pants that he found, it looks like bipeds did exist prior to the cascade. And it looks like there was a massive evacuation of the city, and there were no. Apparently, there wasn't a conflict here, but something made the people evacuate. I don't know, some kind of plague or something, but or maybe some kind of like a spell, like some kind of spell from a laboratory somewhere or someplace. Kind of like, like a place release toxic fumes and some kind of virus, and it released so much of that virus to the point that large parts of a city is no longer safe for people to inhabit, so they have to leave. But these are just my guess. So hopefully we'll get more answers next time. But again, we may not get more answers. We might only get more questions. So look out for the next video. And it will be the last video for this new Soulcreek update. So thank you all very much for watching. All the information for the game in the description box below. Goodbye.